Good morning everyone, welcome back. Don't know where to start. Car update is that obviously we got a new car for Harry. He loves it. He drove it to work one day. I think he drove the car for 2 days in total, I think it was. And lights come on for like the oil level and something to do with the engine, and yeah, dealership has actually been really good and they are going to sort him a courtesy car out, but obviously at the moment, until they sort that out, I am back to taking Harry to work. Max was up again, so like through the night and stuff. He's not very well at the moment, so he's got a cold and a bit of a cough, so I think that's why he was up so much, but I'm absolutely shattered. I've got my sister and my nephew coming today, like this afternoon, so they're coming for lunch. That should be really nice, but first I really need to do a bit of a tidy. I've not felt too great the last few days either, so haven't done as much. Thankfully Harry's been amazing and he just picks up the slack for me, which is, yeah, I'm lucky to have him. But yeah, I just want to do a quick tidy and stuff like that, just you know, bits and bobs. So yeah, I'm going to quickly do that. That literally took me like not even 5 minutes, and I feel so much better. So I don't actually have any toy storage for Max's bath toys, so we normally just chuck everything into his bath when he's done, like after it's drained and dried and everything. So I think maybe we're going to look at getting some like bath storage or something, because he's got loads of toys for the bath. These, I don't actually know what this is for. I want to say that Harry's going to put this on the shower or something, but I have no idea. So we'll leave that there for him. And I'm just going to spray the tap down, give that a good clean. Much better. Got to sort out this hallway as well. More clothes. Clothes. What are you doing in here, my Maximus? My Maximus? Right, Maxie's having a little play on his piano thing. Just need to wait for this to turn off now. It's too much noise for me. It's like just overstimulating. Come on. I need to sort this bag out. Some of it's just like from shopping, mouthwash. Sort out Max's drawer as well. So I've done that, so that's better. Nappies are fine, I'm leaving them. And then just got to clear like these bits, they can go away. Sometimes I find that things just get like really messy, like just really quickly, just like you're doing a nappy and then like Max might start crying, so I've got to get him up and things like that. So it's like little jobs that really don't take a long time, but they're just, in the moment, they're a bit time consuming because you just want to make sure that obviously Max is okay, so. Wow! Go, go, go! Oh, he loves this so much. Alright, let's put these away. Just got Harry a new deodorant and obviously mouthwash for us. Can stay there. Has he got space? Yes. And the rest of that bag was actually just Harry's clothes. And that's Harry's as well, that's clean. So I need to put his clothes away, I need to make our bed. Max has gotten to that point now where like, you hear him? He's like really exploring like with like the sounds and stuff that he's making, and it's so funny. But he like proper squeals. Hello! You was waiting for me, wasn't you? It sounds like he's saying mum now. He goes mum, 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 mum. But I don't know if obviously if he actually knows that he's calling me or that's my name sort of thing. But it's just so cute. Hello, yes, we can hear you. Yeah, so he's just making loads and loads, just experimenting with lots and lots of different sounds. Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm holding you now. Right, so I've hung up all of Harry's clothes. It really bothers me that we don't have, pardon you, that was a big one, you okay? It really bothers me that we don't have matching hangers, but obviously it does not bother Harry in the slightest. So yeah, that is going to be one of my things, like changing everything over at some point. But yeah, at least it's all hung up for now. I can just put it in the wardrobe. He's hating like laying down, I think because he knows he can sit up now. He just doesn't want to lay down for long, so I'm trying to find ways to obviously make it safe for him to sit while I'm doing stuff, because obviously he still topples over every now and then. So yeah. What's going on? Turn this bib round. My goodness. Just changed Max's bed because he was sick in the bed while I was putting the clothes away. But Harry's clothes are away, shorts for later, and I'm not sure where he wants the belt, so yeah. Yeah, that'll be it for the moment. To sort everything on the bloody stairs. I'll hoover the stairs in a little bit maybe, but now the dirty washing's all there. And of course, more washing! Oh, it's never ending. It's not, I mean, I need to hoover down here, that's the main thing. And a little tidy. Max is really not himself, bless him. You okay, Pickle? Yeah, what's that? Incy Wincy book. Good job. Alright, Maximus. Incy Wincy spider. I feel like it's a constant, like you're constantly like going, trying to do obviously all these different bits around the house and stuff, but obviously Max needs more of my attention at the moment as well. So yeah, I don't know, I'm feeling a bit, oh my goodness, I'm feeling a bit tapped out. Max is asleep. I think it's just yeah, some days are harder than others. He was obviously ready for his morning nap. I was just trying to get the washing out so, you know, so it doesn't smell. If you leave it too long, it starts to smell. But I mean, I did most of it. Still had a bit to do, and then he was just like hysterical, so I'm going to quickly do that now. I just had a quick tidy up of Max's toys and put all the washing, like hung all the washing, and of course I had more washing in the tumble dryer that needs to be put away, but I'm not doing it right this minute. I need a break. Maxie's awake from his nap, so I'm going to quickly hoover while he's having a little play. Look at my big boy. Here, Maxie. What else? And this one? Oh, while he's happy. We also gave Max some pea puree. He's on to the second vegetable, which is peas. And it's stained my carpet. So I need to clean that as well. But he loves the pea puree, I must say. I think he loves it way more than the carrots. It's so dirty out here, Maximus. How does the floor get so dirty? You don't even wear shoes in the house, Max. Right, let's do this. I've actually managed to hoover the stairs as well. So it's just upstairs that needs to be done, but we can do that later. Which one shall we do? Stinky piglets. Ready? 5 stinky piglets are rolling on the floor. One gets stuck in sticky mud, so that leaves 4. Good boy, turning the page. 4 stinky piglets are farty as can be. One gets lost in smelly clouds, so that leaves 3. Oh, you want to eat the book? What about, where's that farm one actually? This one? Busy tractor, you like this one? Ready. The cockerel crows and off we go, there's lots to do today. Jump in the tractor, chug chug chug, then let's be on our way. Good job. Right, ready, next page. Maxie, turn it. Good boy. To the shed, it's milking time. The cows are our first stop. Yay! Clever boy. Right, ready, next page. Bumpety bump across the fields, churning up the ground. Then with a scatter, chug chug chug, we sow the seeds around. Clever boy. Are you done with this one? Get the mirror. Hello, you. Can you see yourself? Maximus. Who's that gorgeous boy? Yes, you. So if you know me, you know that I love reading, and my bookcases over there are absolutely full to the brim. Haven't really been able to read much since having Max. But obviously it's something that I want to instill in him from like early on. Loads and loads of like touchy-feely books, so like sensory books. Absolutely love the That's Not My books, they're brilliant. Home Bargains and B&M have actually upped their game quite a bit, and they have done quite a lot of like sensory touchy-feely books. So, oh, that's Mummy's hand. You say mum, 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 mum. Here, turn it on. There we go. You can't eat everything, Max. Put it down. He's literally trying to put every single toy in his mouth. There it is. Okay, ready? Incy wincy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain. Yay! Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Look at your face. Pop, pop! Okay, have you got your phone for the... Because I didn't actually write anything down.
Yeah, so I've got some things.
So obviously, this is my sister Rochelle.
Hello.
She's come with my nephew Kyson. Don't have that, Bubby. He's currently playing with my breast pump. He loves the buttons, so we're just letting him do that. Maxie is having a snooze. So we thought we would do like a little, I suppose, like mum talk. Yes. And like discuss like, I suppose, certain things. Oh, hello.
I'm slightly prepared.
I'm not.
But I feel like it's probably just good to wing it anyway. I feel like once we start talking, I think more things will come. Like,
yeah. You gonna sit with Mummy? Yeah. I honestly didn't write anything, so we're just gonna have to.
All right. This is gonna be such random stuff as well. The thing I always talk about was post-birth things they don't prepare you for, and I don't know. It might have been different for you because you had a home birth. Like I gave birth in hospital.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things is no one told me they was gonna stick their finger up my bum.
No one told me that either, actually.
No, if you don't know, you don't have babies, you haven't given birth, they stick their finger up your bum to make sure you haven't torn through your bum.
Yeah. So you had second degree tear, didn't you? And I did as well. So obviously I knew like I was going to have stitches and I knew they were going to numb the area and things like that, but yeah, I didn't know that either, to be fair.
That was shocking, yeah.
It just kind of happened and she was like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I was like,
yep.
Okay. Because I think at that point, it just goes out the window, don't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, well, everything else
I think
now.
it is interesting though, because we had such different births. Like,
you're jumping all over the place.
there's that. What else is there? So the day after I gave birth, obviously because you had a home birth, you know they do the checks. I didn't realise what the checks entailed. Like literally, like obviously his little baby newborn and like literally swinging him by his hands like a little monkey to make sure he's got reflexes and stuff. That really scared me. Or like not like properly drop him, but you know they do like the little to make sure he's got the startle reflexes and everything like that. And I weren't expecting that.
So I had my checks, like all of those checks for Max, done the day after. I haven't done my birth like vlog or anything like that to speak about it, so I am going to do one. But I had a home birth, but yeah, they come the day after, and then they come to check on you anyway. But then obviously they do the checks as well.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't. Yours sounds really quite scary. How you explained that. Mine, I don't feel like mine was as scary as that.
Maybe it's.
I feel like there were a few things like when they were like pulling like his arms and like checking his hips, like when they were like because they like bend their knees and then like push their legs around and like different directions to check their hips were all okay. Yeah. That made me feel a little bit uncomfortable because I was like, oh, like he's so tiny and like you're like pulling him and stuff. But you made it sound really just scary.
No, it was genuinely. I was thinking, what are they doing? Like,
I think it was okay for me, but yeah, yours sounds a bit more intense. He looks well tired.
It's during nap scene.
We have a cuddle. We have a cuddle with Auntie Annie.
What can you see?
Get a book?
Oh, I don't think I see you pressing on your stomach.
Well, like straight after birth. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
I weren't expecting that. I was thinking, oh my god, and it was like sore, obviously.
The pressing on the belly.
That was.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I second that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had a home birth, so straight after I was like on my sofa, and when they were pressing down on my stomach, I was like, "Is this necessary? Like, I've just pushed a baby out, like." But obviously, it's to make sure that like everything's like compressing back down and contracting back down. Is the word, yeah. But yeah, I didn't know that either. That was going to happen.
That was Yeah. Is that interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, another thing is I had an epidural because I had to have. I was induced, and I thought it was going to completely numb me, but it doesn't completely numb you. You still have like you can't move, right? So it's a really weird feeling. You can't move, but I can still feel like slight touches and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, even pushing him out. Like,
so, you wouldn't be able to just like stand up.
I couldn't stand up or nothing
anything.
like that. I couldn't go to the toilet. I couldn't even really move my legs properly.
That must feel like a really weird feeling as well.
But at the same time, I could still feel my legs. It was really, really strange.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, an epidural, once it's in, that is it. But no, they have to keep topping it up. If you don't top it up...
Yeah, I didn't know that either until you said.
And put the medication in, then your feeling starts coming back. Oh, this one was major for me, personally. I don't know about you. I spent my whole pregnancy preparing for labour. So I was super prepared for labour. My labour was beautiful, But no one... I didn't actually prepare myself or think about what I was going to do once I got home.
Yeah.
So once I came back home, obviously after he was born, and it was just me and him. Obviously, I still at home with like the rest of our family, but essentially just me and him. I thought, oh my god, like what do I do now?
What
it was just like I don't know, like the labour's like been and done now, right? Yeah, and then once I got home, it was sort of like I actually don't know what to do.
As in, like, didn't know what to do with him, or just like with yourself?
Just in general, yeah. Just that feeling of, oh my god, like it's done.
Yeah.
And obviously at that stage as well, the baby, like he sleeps all the time, just wakes up, feed, nappy change, sleeps. And during that sleeping time, it was almost like a feeling of like, what do I do now? Do I continue with like normal life? Do I go and do the washing up? Do I sit and watch him? It was kind of like,
Yeah, do you know what? When the midwives left here, I think afterwards I was kind of like, oh, they've left.
And that's it now, you've got a whole baby.
Yeah, like I remember being like, oh gosh, like this is my baby, like they've actually left me here with my baby, like in my house. Like that wasn't normal, but obviously it was. But I remember feeling like, yeah, I think I was in shock actually.
Yeah.
I think I was afterwards, like the few hours afterwards, I think I was actually in shock that I'd actually given birth. And that my baby was actually here. And I think I was in shock that I actually managed to completely have a home birth. I think I was in pure shock that. Obviously there were times throughout the birth that I was kind of the labour was kind of like. Then like in terms of like getting back to normal as well, like I feel like I think I put a lot of pressure on myself anyway to like get things done. But I think I was really lucky in one aspect because I had Harry, and Harry was kind of like, no, you need to rest and things like that. I think it was when he went back to work, I put more pressure on myself to get things done, and it still wasn't happening because obviously Max was newborn and needed me more. So it's kind of like...
I think that's an interesting thing to add as well when we're having this discussion, is how different our circumstances are. So obviously Rihanna's married, you have your own house and stuff. I'm a single mum, and I live at home with my family, so...
Yeah, so like I feel like the support is different then as well, because obviously like I had Harry like throughout the whole thing, and obviously he stayed home for 2 weeks, and then when he went back to work I kind of felt really isolated and like just like alone. I mean, I knew that I was going to feel somewhat isolated and somewhat lonely at some points, but I don't think I've really realised how much. What was we up to? Yeah, so obviously like where you live with everyone, your household is like really, really busy. Whereas for me, it's just me and Max most of the day. But I do think it's good in one aspect because then it's like pushed me to like go to groups and like meet people. Because then otherwise Max doesn't socialise with anyone else apart from me, really. So and obviously Harry in the evenings.
Yeah. There's cheese. You dropped it.
Yeah, put it there for you.
Okay, what else is on my list? Things I said I wouldn't do that I now do.
I suppose it's good to like just put out there as well that like obviously our babies are completely different ages.
Yeah.
So obviously Tyson is
15 months.
Yeah. And Max is nearly 6 months. So obviously it'll be different in terms of that anyway because of age, but
and also I think already like their personalities, you just know they're different. Yeah. I would say one of my major things was I said I wouldn't be that mum who like puts on programs on the phone for them or anything like that. Yeah. But now when I go out to eat, he's not very good when we eat out in public. I bring my tripod, I put Cocomelon on my phone and I put it on the table with him.
Do you?
Just so I have 5-10 minutes without him climbing up the high chair, screaming. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I don't really let Max have screen time during the day. Yeah, so I don't let Max have screen time during the day normally. I'd say the only time we really have screen time is like if we're in bed and we watch. Yeah. Like we're watching, me and Harry are watching TV, and then he might watch TV, or we might put a bit of Bluey on if he's like really. Yeah. But Bluey's probably Bluey and Peter Rabbit is probably the only things that we actually let him watch anyway. Yeah. Oh, and he loves a bit of Dancing Fruits on YouTube.
He's Miss Rachel obsessed.
I put Miss Rachel on for. That's the cat, by the way.
He's Mel.
I put Miss Rachel on for Max the other day. Yeah. Because I thought she had like a baby. I think it's like baby sign or something. Yeah. And I thought, oh, I'll see if he likes it. Oh, he started crying. He like dropped lips and everything.
I was going to say one thing that I would say that I've only just realised, which is the only reason why I don't put Miss Rachel on anymore, is because, for example, so you know like certain words, because she's American, small, we pronounce that very different to Americans. Oh. And I think he's starting to like, sometimes when he says like small words, it sounds like he's saying a word but in a different accent to how we speak. And then not just that, but obviously BSL and ASL are different, so American Sign Language, British Sign Language, so we sign things differently. Yeah. So I'm starting to think, is that probably confuse him?
Yeah, because I thought that Mama was this, but then you said it's what? Yeah. So yeah, it's completely. Yeah. They are completely different.
And I think, oh my god, I just realised it literally about 2-3 days ago, and I thought that's really going to confuse him because I'm signing something completely different.
And he's like, what the hell's going on? For me, one of the biggest things that I said I wasn't ever going to do is co-sleep. you know how big I was on that. I was like, absolutely no chance. Max is not sleeping in our bed. Like, Max basically didn't sleep as a newborn.
Yeah.
He slept pretty much the whole day, and then when it came to night time, he would sleep, but he would want to be held. I was bloody finding it really hard, because then I literally wouldn't be able to sleep. I was literally like sitting up in bed holding him. He would go to sleep, and I'd literally be like this.
Yeah.
I remember there was like one whole night where I literally probably had about half an hour and hadn't slept.
Yeah.
And Harry was like, oh, you should have woke me, you know, whatever. But I was trying to be like considerate, because I was like, oh, he's got to go to work for, you know, maybe I'll be able to get a kip in the day or whatever.
Yeah.
That didn't happen either. But we literally took everything off the bed, no covers, anything like that. And I managed to get like 3 hours sleep, and I remember waking up feeling like a brand new woman because I was like, oh my god, like I feel refreshed, whatever. Like he would only really co-sleep like early hours in the morning when Harry would get up for work, basically, and then obviously we would get up for our day. But slowly over time, he then just started permanently co-sleeping with us, and he still co-sleeps with us now.
No, I think as well, some of it is like comfort, and not just for the baby, but for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I would say now it is more purely for me.
Yeah.
Because, well, it's a few things. I think the first thing is that, obviously, originally I thought, oh, like, he's a baby, he doesn't know, he's come out of the womb, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. Yeah. And then, like, if he wakes, I kept thinking, oh, he's going to wake and he's going to be really upset and he's going to be like, where's my mummy? And and that made me feel really guilty. Yeah. So, like, I think that made me feel better at first, because I was kind of like, oh, I'm, like, there for him. Yeah. And then the other thing, it's like, you know, like if he's ill and stuff, or he's poorly. Yeah. Like, and obviously because Max is breastfed, it's easier. Yeah. And like obviously as well, like breastfeeding him in the night is easier rather than getting him up, getting me up. Like, I can literally just like be topless and he can just
do
have his milk. Yeah. Literally. So that makes it a lot easier as well. And then now, like Max is currently sleeping in his cot for his daytime now, but he has been for a little while. I reckon that if I put him down, like in his next to me crib at least, he would sleep. And like a couple of weeks ago I did, and he slept for like 3 hours, but I then like bring him into bed. Yeah. So it's me more than anything now, I think. So that's probably one of the other big things I said that I was never going to do, but obviously we still do. Yeah. And like I used to really be quite judgy about it as well, like, oh my god, how can you co-sleep? Oh my god, you shouldn't do that. Oh my god, it's dangerous, this, that, the rest of it. Yeah. And now I'm kind of like, no judgment from me, like. Yeah.
I think I was very like I went through phases. So it's like when he was first born, he hated the Moses basket. I remember telling you. And I think I moved him into a cot early, but he slept in the cot, but he hated the Moses basket. But yeah, he moved into a cot a little bit earlier than he should have.
Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah.
After that, we went through phases of like him sleeping with me, and then I'd have like 2 months of like him sleeping in his own cot. Yeah, so I think phases, and he's just started sleeping in his own bed again. But it's not anything to do with him a lot of the time. It is more to do with me. Like, if I'm going through a hard time or like a difficult time, then I want that closeness. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, it's fine, he can sleep in bed with me.
Yeah, I suppose especially because you said like he's not quite cuddly like during the day.
He's not.
So like for night time, if he's like
cuddly,
like snuggle up to you. Yeah. I think one of the other things I said I weren't going to do was dummy.
Yeah.
I remember saying like, no, he's not having a dummy, because I know.
The attachment and stuff.
Yeah, the attachment to the dummy, that it can cause like speech delay and things like that, and I was very like adamant that like absolutely not, he's not having a dummy. But again, because Max didn't sleep like much in those early days, I remember saying to Harry like, I've got to do something, he needs to sleep during the night. And I don't know if it was that he maybe had like his night and day mixed up, because he was sleeping during the day, but like I think we was like holding him through most of the naps during the day anyway, because obviously we were so mesmerised by him, and like you want those cuddles.
I bet it's a natural thing.
Oh, sounds like he's at work. We got on to.
Yeah, I think
sit down.
My biggest thing I said I wasn't gonna, or things that I said I wasn't gonna do that I've ended up doing, is mainly to do with his diet.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
So I thought it was gonna be. I said no oven food, no chicken nuggets, no potato waffles, anything like that. Yeah. I said no, absolutely not, and organic. I stuck to it for ages. And then when I went back to work,
that was when
it was like convenient. So that was like, what? So probably from like June, July time, that he's had he started having like chicken nuggets or like before fish
do you
fingers
do you
and stuff.
feel guilty about it?
100%.
You do.
Every time like or lunch comes around and stuff, or I've not organised something and I don't have enough time, it's very convenient to shove it in the oven. In 15 minutes it's done. And and then but after I feel like like that's so bad like. But I overcompensate, I think, in other meals. So, like, for example, dinner will come around, and that's it. You've got like 5 different types of vegetables and stuff. Right, I'm trying to make up for lunch.
Oh, you're dropping
But I said, yeah, I would never do like oven food for him, and I ended up doing it.
Right.
But you know what? I'm quite lucky because he's not actually a big chicken nugget fan or anything like that. Yeah. He'll eat it, but he's not.
He does like veg, like veg
I think he actually prefers veg over chicken nuggets. Juice, I said no juice until he's like 2. He does have like juice occasionally. I didn't want to give him cow's milk. At first, I wanted him to have like a different alternative, but he has cow's milk. No chocolate. Like, no chocolate or cake or sugar or anything like that.
So it's going to be really interesting for me as well because like a lot of these things that you're saying, I'm like, yeah, that's what we want to do right now. And as Max starts to grow, I wonder how much that will change or if we'll stay like with it or, you know.
And I wouldn't even say that the sweet things are like every day, but even the thought of like the fact that I've done it sometimes does play on my mind like, maybe you shouldn't have chocolate. And it's not even like I'm giving him a whole chocolate bar or nothing like that. It's like, you know, like milky, like the milky bars or something like that. Yeah. Something small and not even a whole pack. You'll have like 3. And I think, I should really be having that. It's like 3 tiny little pieces of chocolate. Yeah.
So I didn't actually even want to start weaning yet. Yeah. I wanted to wait as long as like I could.
Okay, handsome.
And even now that we've started weaning, like I feel me and Harry both feel quite particular about things. So like pesticides is like one of the massive things that like we don't obviously want Max consuming. So like when I get veg and stuff, I like soak it all in like bicarb soda to get rid of the pesticides and everything.
Same as like he's washing. I used to always wash everything in fairy.
See, I never did that.
And then all of a sudden, like his clothes just get thrown in with everybody else's.
I remember our mum being like, "You have to get fairy liquid. You have to wash the newborn baby's clothes in all of this. They've got sensitive skin, blah blah blah." And Harry and me did loads of research, and I was just like, the conclusion that I came to was just wash it in non-bio, and you can get like from Lidl they do that baby sensitive one. Okay. And Max had no problems whatsoever. Now every baby is going to be completely different because you could have someone that uses the same as you and has problems. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like,
I think that's probably a major thing as well that I think you as well learned over the past like year, 5-6 months is that we have to actually try stuff out for ourselves. Yeah. We could do so much research on like this subject, and someone could say this is the best thing for all babies, but actually come to think of it, maybe that's not actually the best thing for every single baby.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I think I definitely learned, and I feel like as well, at first, I think being a single parent, I feel like I had a point to prove. Like, I don't think people can be like, I can do it and stuff like that and make it work. I have to prove to everybody that I can do it. I don't need help. When I think asking for help firstly is such a necessity. Like, it's a necessity. Like, when you need it, just ask. Like, remember you was having a hard day and then we just turned up at your door.
Yeah, I've had a really hard day, and I remember because you lot had gone out, and I was like, I can't make it, and.
What happened? Okay, you bump your face a little bit.
I think for me, I think that I found it really hard to ask for help out of pride. Because I automatically assumed that people assumed themselves that I knew what I was doing for newborn baby.
Yeah, I think ours were the opposite.
Yeah. Just because like I've had experience in childcare and stuff, I think people automatically assumed Rihanna knows what she's doing with this baby, blah blah blah. Yeah. And I actually felt the opposite. We're just having some pasta bake. Tyson's got used. Well, he's trying to eat mine. He's using Maxie's little plate because I actually haven't got any other like bowls or plates or anything for babies. So good morning. So obviously my sister came yesterday. We did a bit of a mum talk, and we had to cut it short because then we had lunch, and that was just chaotic. Then Max woke from his sleep, so it was even more chaotic. I had to make some phone calls, and yeah, it was just a bit all over the place. And then I had to leave to get Harry, so it was like both rushing out the door, like trying to get both our babies ready. And yeah, so I think we'll probably do another one later on, just like in a little bit more detail maybe. But yeah, that sort of touched base on like, I suppose, a lot of differences that we've had as first time mums so far, and like how our experiences are so different, and how everyone's experience is going to be. Can you hear that? Mum, 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 mum. Yes, pop it. And yeah, just how our experiences are going to be so different as mums. Hello. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the mum talk. We've been up early this morning and taken Daddy to work, didn't we? Yes. So yeah, just got a few bits to do around the house, really, nothing crazy. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed, I suppose, spending the day with us, really, and the mum talk, and we'll see you for the next one.